Well, I would start at the beginning, but I think I need to go back further. And then we both laugh.
I think you put the script away and you just talk.
No, I can't. I can't just talk because this will help me keep my thoughts together. Otherwise, I'll ramble.
Okay. It just sounds very scripted when you said it like that.
It did?
Yeah, because you wrote it.
Andre one time invited me to Escape Room. I didn't really know what it was. He's like, it's really cool, you gotta come check it out. And the first one I did was Wine Cellar. I really enjoyed it, and I got hooked right away. We started hitting up escape rooms all over Calgary, and there was a lot. I can't remember who mentioned it, but someone was like, I wonder if we could do that. I wonder if we could open up an escape room. Just imagine a bunch of amateurs wanting to open up a business, and they think this is easy, we can do it, cheap to open, cheap to operate, right? Was I so wrong? But I'll get to that. We started lease agreements. We started franchise agreements with EXIT. We started reaching out to general contractors. A lot of stuff happened while we were trying to make this work. Not only was I now out of a job, but my son had just been born. My beautiful Gianluca was born. It was the best time of my life. But I'll be honest, I was very distracted with the creation of this new business. And I was always on the phone, and I was always reading emails on my phone. So for Ingrid, that was really tough. We knew that we were going to have to leave Calgary and move to Nanaimo, because not only was I going to be the project manager for this and the operations manager, I was going to facilitate everything to open this up, and I was going to run it. At least at the beginning, I was going to run it. We got our business license, we got our permit, and we started demolition. We had this big garage, the space that Ingrid and I leased in the south, and all these purchases started arriving at our door. And man, did that get us excited. We'd open the box and be like, this is gonna be so cool. Especially when all the zombies came for Resident Evil. This was an exciting time. This place is 3,500 square feet. It was just an office building. They took all the walls down, all the T-bar ceiling, and it was just this big empty space. Then based on the small pencil crayon layout that Kurt made, the general contractor put up the walls, and we started to see it develop. It's December. The walls are up, the doors are in, the locks are in, the lights are in. This place is coming to life. So everything's done now. Time to bring on some staff. So we started to hold interviews. One of the first people we hired on was Maria. Maria, we knew right away she was management quality. Then there was Ashley, just the most chipper, bright, outgoing, positive person. She just, customer service written all over her. We knew that she was almost going to be like the face of EXIT Nanaimo. We met Kathy, just the sweetest girl. She was a little timid, but she was positive energy and just a real kindness and warmth to her. We opened up, I think, December 27th, 2018. EXIT was doing great. Our numbers were going up. People were starting to recognize us. And then COVID hit. We were a year-old business. I'm thinking I'm gonna come to Nanaimo to liquidate or try to sell or whatever, because no one expected us to stay open after only 1 year, as much as the community has come in to support us. Another thing we had to do was we had this party room. The party room was great for when we were having birthday parties or corporate events, because after you did your escape room, you go into the party room. But with COVID, you couldn't be doing that anymore. So we shut that down. What can we turn this into? Well, let's go to turn it into another escape room. We turned our party room into Diagon Alley, and we call it Curse on Wizard's Alley. And I owe it all to Alan. Alan, I had the big ideas. I would tell Alan, I want something like this here, and I want it to go poof, and I want customer blah, and Alan would come in and he'd go, And then he'd spend a bunch of time designing it, and hammer nail, and he'd create it. I owe that room to Alan for sure. What is EXIT Nanaimo? It's my staff. My staff make up this business. Maria has been with us since day one. She has tried to leave. I will never let her. She has helped me to be a better manager and a better person. Ashley and Kathy have been with us since day one as well. Who would have thought that when we first opened, those people that were helping us put Santa's workshop bench together and helping build my office table would still be here? And I've seen change in them. They were awesome, amazing people to begin with, but the amount of skills that they have now is incredible. But more so than that is they've changed me. Ashley became my assistant manager however many years ago, and so Kathy, I promoted her to assistant manager. So we have 2 assistant managers now, Ashley and Kathy, and I gotta tell you, the business, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. We owe the business so much more than we could ever give back to them. They make this place what it is. Ashley and Kathy, Maria, and all my staff. When Annika left, she left for school. It was a hard day for all of us. She was only supposed to be here for a year, but COVID caused her to stay here for 2 years, and we grew really attached to her. And then, of course, there's Ronan. Ronan is one of the latest employees we had. He's been here for about a year, and he is just a bright, sharp kid. He's fairly young, but he's a great graphic designer, and he does a lot of our videography. Anyway, he's been more of a friend and a buddy to me than a co-worker. We get along quite well. I wanted to mention one other thing about Kathy. She's like the mom of EXIT. She's always making sure that everyone's fed and everyone's eating and everyone's taken care of. And if there's, someone not feeling well, she'll sit with them and cry with them in the corner. I can't tell you the amount of times I've seen Ashley and Kathy crying together. This place has brought tears and laughter and joy and just so much with the staff. All of my staff, they're like a little family, and I care for them deeply. There's not much I wouldn't do for them. So what does the future hold for EXIT? EXIT is 5 years old. I'm here a lot, late at night. All the staff are gone. And what I'll do a lot of the time is I'll leave my office from working on my computer, I'll go up to the front and I'll just look at this empty lobby, and I'll wander around in the themes, and I'll look in my perfectly organized storage room. I hear echoes of all the staff laughing with each other. I'll step out of the front doors and I'll turn around and I'll look back at the store. I think to myself, we can't abandon ship. So we signed another 5-year lease, and we re-upped with our franchise, and we are going to continue making awesome escape room adventures. We took down Santa's Workshop, our first theme that we've ever built, and a lot of our community was sad to see it go, but we've got something very exciting. We're bringing a little bit of Disney into our next theme, and it's going to be magical. By far the most expensive theme we've built, and all my staff are working hard with Alan, of course, to make this theme come to life for you, Nanaimo. But in all the awe that I see in this place, there's still a lot of heartache in me. All that time that I spent away from my family, from Ingrid and from John Luca. Ingrid's pregnant again. So this time, I'm not just going to be there every 2 weeks. I don't want to miss the important moments. It's time for me to come home, and I'm going to leave EXIT Nanaimo in the most of capable hands.
He doesn't even react.
No reaction.